heads turning, looking at me like whoa, whoa, whoa. Everywhere I go, heads turning, looking at me like whoa, whoa, like whoa. Everywhere I go, heads turning, looking at me like whoa, whoa.
What's up, everybody? Okay, so I think we have a bit of improvement today. This video is gonna be short and sweet. It's basically a cleaner way for me to hang up my lighting references that I've cut out from magazines. And what I did is I had these photo display wall hangs. I've had them for like 2 apartments now, and I bought them. They were cheap, and then I never used them. And I think this is a good opportunity to put them to use. I've already hung all the dowels. I've actually already started doing this, but what happened was I did. So they come in packs of 5, so 5 horizontal lines, and I got 2, so that's 10 lines. I did the first line, and then they were all on one side and just kind of unappealing. And then I put on the other 5 dowels, and then I was like, okay, this might work if I staggered the dowels, and then I could stagger the strings. So I started removing that, and then I was like, oh, you know what? This would be a good opportunity for content, and specifically how I'm decorating my space. And also, I got my coffee. So I'm here in front of the famous natural light window that's in my garage, in the tandem garage that I've partially converted into the studio. But I think this is a good space to display the lighting references that I want. So I'm gonna switch over to time lapse now, but I just wanted to give a brief introduction into what I'm doing here. Oh, I also want to break down the setup. So like I said, natural lighting, it's shooting straight across to this, I think it's a 5-foot bounce reflector set on white. So it's nice and soft. Hopefully it's kicking up a decent amount. Enough, really I just want this wall to be lit well. So if you can't see the details of my face, so be it, you can hear me clearly. And that's because I have the Osmo Nano on my chest, on the magnetic hang that came with it. I have the basically a straight up DJI setup spec. I don't know. Shout out DJI, man. This everything I'm shooting with right now that I'm producing this content with is DJI. So got the Osmo Nano. I got the mini mics, and then I'm filming on the Action 4, which is mounted on the mobile stabilizer gimbal with the AI tracking module. I mispronounced that. I mispronounced that in my last video. It's not a modulator, it's not modulation. It's a module attachment that comes with the DJI mobile stabilizer. So that's what I have. I have rigged to the light bar that's connected to my ceiling, and it's following me perfectly, I think, or very well. I've updated some of the settings to follow a little faster, but all that to say, this is my project for now. It won't take all afternoon, but I thought it was cool. It'd be cool to film and test out the rig, and as well show you the beginning, the end, the process. This is all fun. I love it. Oh, I should really be facing the sun. Oh, shout out to Kit in the hood half. I got the sweater. But all right, enough of all of that. Let's get to it.
I'm gone, feet, hear that? Nah, miss. Remember me told you I got them right where I want them. You don't really want them problems. Run slow, your heels are beyond them. Want them, all in our dreams, me I haunt them. Calm them. Them asleep, and nothing my style will alarm them. All when enough of them thinks I'm gone, it's always calmest before the storm is forming. Been killing shit for the longest. Got them looking at me like a bomb threat, cause I'm about to blow up, couple thoughts to show up. Yard man, some a bond figure hard, yes. Put your favorite rapper in a coffin. You ain't saying nothing, fuck a comment. Car, when you come to kill it, you can hear the door, you with the young kings. And I see upon them, oh God. magnificent. Watch me murk it. Your style ain't working. Bitch, I'm lurking. Me I thought about yacht life, guap life, money stock life. Everything green, even at the stoplight. Coming for the Benz with the sunny top from me spot it. Go for that, yeah, who I ask price? Cause when it comes to money, some woulda act like I just the vision, I'd hype. Me plus money greater than a bad life. Mad move off a mix, so I get the maths right. Cool in it, I'm proving it, I'm used to this. Remember me done tell you, I'm too legit. Fool with this, never on stupid shit. Flow stays so ruthless. I'm killing dreams for the.
Here is my reference wall. It's really simple. It's just drawstring. Yeah, I guess drawstring between two dowels or between various dowels. I didn't go directly across like most people probably would have, and how it was probably designed. I wanted a little more variety, and it's just something simple to be creative and be creative with in the moment and have a quick outcome. So I like to do little things like this just to keep me going, keep me engaged, keep me excited. And of course, this is useful. If for whatever reason I'm trying to prevent that from happening as often as possible, where for whatever reasons we can't align on a vision for the shoot beforehand. I want to have something in the moment to streamline the process. The whole thing is streamline the process, being efficient, and then having some great photos and just an overall positive experience. So that's why I have this up. And then also, like if I'm uncertain, if I'm undecided with the lighting direction I want to go in, I kind of want to see it in print and see what the pros are doing, see what brands are there's Miu Miu right here, see what brands are putting out, and see what other artists, what other creative directors are putting out, what photographers, how they're capturing it. Most of these are pretty sharp. I don't see any motion blur in any of them, which is kind of the style that I like. I like a sharp image. Yeah, I think for a quick creative project, just to get the creative juices going to warm up for the day, something like this is gonna motivate me to continue being creative, or continue to stay focused, to stay up on my calendar, follow up on people who want to collaborate. I know I've been talking about making this a business, but I think for the time being, I want to enjoy being as creative as possible while I figure out the package that I'm building. So originally I was pushing for June to launch my website for bookings, but how I make my living it has not been as much of a chore as it has been in the past. So I have to constantly remind myself that the day job is funding the projects, and if I keep that vision if I keep that mentality about how I support myself and how I pull my weight in the partnership that I have with my wife, and that's through my work at the hospital. So and it's good. It's making a difference. It's making an impact. So and that's all that is. It's not that I don't enjoy the work. It's not that I don't enjoy the people I'm working with. It's just a matter of motivation and feeling inspired with the work I do. So that's kind of where I'm at as far as transitioning out of the health IT world and primarily focusing on my creative endeavors, creative journey. But for the time being, I'm not going to rock the boat. I'm going to continue to refine my process, continue to collaborate, network, put my best foot forward, and really challenge myself and my creativity. And so this is another step towards that, and that's having professional references in the moment. Appreciate you guys.